In life, it is so easy to say the right words, but the true challenge comes in living them out. Matthew 7 verses 21 to 23 reminds us of this powerful truth. Jesus calls us to not only profess His name, but to embody His will in our daily lives. The kingdom of heaven is not for those who only speak the words, but for those who live by the love and obedience of God's commands. Jesus tells us that, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." These words can be challenging, yet they invite us to go deeper into our faith. They invite us to reflect on the authenticity of our discipleship. Are we truly following Jesus, or are we just paying lip service to His name? Jesus' teaching is a call to examine ourselves and ensure that our lives align with the teachings He has given us. It is easy to fall into the trap of religious routine, where we say the right things and go through the motions. But are we living a life that mirrors His love, humility, and obedience? Discipleship, according to Jesus, is more than just acknowledging His name. It is a commitment to live according to God's will in every aspect of our lives. Jesus didn't come to just deliver a set of teachings. He came to show us the way to live. His life was a living example of obedience to the Father, and He calls us to follow that same path. True discipleship isn't about how well we can talk about God's kingdom. It's about how well we live out His commands. It's about living with love, humility, and kindness toward others, just as Jesus did. In our busy lives, it can be so easy to forget that obedience to God is not a one-time act, but a daily commitment. It's not enough to simply profess that we follow Jesus. We must prove it through our actions. In the way we love, in the way we forgive, in the way we treat others, we show whether we are living God's will. Jesus calls us to reflect His love in everything we do. We don't need to be perfect. Jesus never expected perfection. What He desires is a heart willing to surrender to His will, a heart that chooses to follow Him with sincerity. Each day is an opportunity to live out our faith, to take steps of obedience, and to let our lives be a reflection of His grace. So, take a moment today and reflect. Are my actions reflecting the love of Christ? Am I truly living out God's will? This is the heart of discipleship, not perfection, but a willing heart that desires to follow Jesus with all its might. It's a journey that requires daily commitment, but it is a journey that leads us closer to the kingdom of heaven. Remember, Jesus walks with us every step of the way. He doesn't ask for perfection, but for hearts that are open to His love and obedient to His calling. Let us all strive to follow Him, not just in words, but in everything we do. And as we do, we will find that the kingdom of heaven is not a distant place, but something we can experience here, in our hearts, as we live out His love and will each day